Hey folks, this is Michael Berry, and a new study says 96% of people who buy houses in the country say they are escaping the hustle and bustle of big city life. All right, I just totally made that up. City living has its draw or its necessity, but the charm of the country life is hard to beat. As a weekend place or a full-time home, it's good to get out, away from the crowds, the congestion, the noise, and the pace, and just relax. That's what we do here. We relax. They're just shy of 110 acres to get lost on. A long walk, a fiercely competitive game of paintball, or a ride on the John Deere Gators through the well-kept trails. Most of the time, we just sit on the back porch and look out on this massive pond. And lately, we've taken to jumping in for a swim. We just finished some major improvements, and we're filling it back up, so the picture you're seeing is before the pond is full. We're pretty proud of it because time on the back porch is our favorite time when we're here. The porch is 60 feet long and 11 feet wide. We throw some pretty big parties on it. We just restained the front and back porches and built wider staircases off of each. Did I tell you we spent a lot of time on the porch? We used the dirt we pulled out of the pond to build a berm tall enough that we can shoot rifles into it. There's a big red barn for all your toys. It measures 30 by 40. It has a full concrete slab and plenty of electrical for your woodworking projects or whatever you want to do. The house itself was built by its original owners 10 years ago, and that's who we bought it from. It was built as a primary residence, not as a second home, so the finishes are just classier. The cabinets, the countertops, all the finishes are first class. There's a big laundry room, or mud room, whatever you want to call it, because you're going to want to spend some time out on the property, and you want to come back and drop your boots and your gear in a dedicated room with a side door. Mama will be happy. The original owner intended to plant a fruit and pecan tree orchard, so the water well is sized to support homes a lot bigger than this. The house features a master bedroom, an attached big master bath with a soaking tub, full shower, his and her sinks. We have a guest room downstairs with a half bath for guests off the living room. There are 2 guest bedrooms upstairs, each with an attached bathroom and a shower, and a big playroom for the kids with a pool table, TV areas, and 6 bunk beds. So that makes a total of 4 bedrooms, plus a big open game room where we've had as many as 10 kids sleep when we're having big parties, and 3.5 bathrooms. If homes are built to be a second home, you'll notice that the kitchens are undersized. When we come out, there are often 4 or even 6 adults in this kitchen around the island helping to prepare a big feast because we love to eat. This kitchen is larger than is typical in the country and offers 2 separate sinks, a pot filler, lots of surface space to prepare and present food. We have a second full-size fridge in the laundry room as well as a commercial-grade ice machine. There's a seasonal creek through the middle of the property that attracts a lot of feral hogs. You could actually say there are 2 seasonal creeks because there's one creek that makes a Y and it turns into 2 for part of the property. There's lots of deer and hogs, and we've taken care to set up various stands throughout the property with real good sight lines. Even when we're stuck in the office in Houston, we can still check out the camera and see what diverse forms of wildlife are traipsing across the property, and we've pretty much seen it all. If you enjoy hunting hogs, and we do, we've created 3 special areas to hunt at night with infrared lighting and good sight lines. It's some good father-son time, I'll tell you that. There's a pond off the back of the house, as well as another one in a clearing in the woods. This rickety old structure here, which we call the high house, really should be repaired, but we enjoy the gaping holes in the wood during competitive paintball games. We play a lot of paintball. With a 10 and 11-year-old, it's a good time to invite the classmates, the teammates of the kids, and engage in some good old-fashioned parents-on-kids paintballs. The property has lots of trails around the perimeter and some through the center, but much of the land we've left in its natural state, just clearing some underbrush so you can move around. The trails were created professionally and graded and cleared for a wide passage for the ATVs to roam free. There are 3 pastures cross-fenced. We keep our longhorns in one pasture, and we thought we'd put goats in another one. We just haven't gotten to that yet. But you have the flexibility to bring your horses, your cattle, or whatever it is you want to bring. To get ready for a new owner, we've put fresh paint. Some of the wood's been replaced, and everything's been put into great order for an easy move-in. You could literally move in tomorrow. So why would we move from such a great place? Good question. We're relocating to the northwest side of Houston because we've got some business interests that require us to be out there on the weekends. We did not want to have to let this place go, especially because it took us 2 years of constant work to get it exactly where we wanted it, and we're proud of how it looks today. We enjoy it. Is this the place for you and your family? Truth is, there's lots of properties to choose from, but you already knew that. Here was our calculation when we bought the place a few years ago. I work in the Galleria area. We wanted to be able to leave work and get here in less than 2 hours. The property is 108 miles from the Galleria, which is just over an hour and a half drive time on a typical Friday evening at 7 p.m. We like Fayette County's services, and this property is on the western end of the county, close to the Gonzales line. In fact, Fayette County right now is regrading and resurfacing the road, and they're all the way up to in front of our property, and it looks fantastic. We wanted it to be easy to get here so guests could find us. You hit I-10 West, take 2 turns, and you're out front. We didn't want neighbors that we could see. We wanted privacy, and we wanted it to be really quiet. You'll have to see for yourself, but other than a bull bellowing in the distance, the only thing you'll hear is crickets and bullfrogs. We're willing to leave everything inside the house that's there now, except for a few items of sentimental value, so you can literally move right in without even a trip to the store. Well, maybe you'd need to pick up some groceries, but everything else is good to go day one, including your new TV watching electric reclining chairs. My wife thought they were tacky because they have a blue light that comes on if you plug them in, but the boys and I love them for watching football and movies. We wanted a pasture and a tree line to look out on, and we wanted thick woods to explore and get lost on. And that's what this property is. We also wanted a well-built home in good working order where we could relax, by ourselves, or host parties. And this house is perfect for that. I don't want to get all hokey and salesy because, after all, I am trying to sell a property and I am looking for a buyer. But really, we've had some wonderful times here over the last few years. You know, my weekends when I get off on Friday at 7 o'clock, I'm tired. My whole week, I'm working, I'm focused on the things I need to get done. And it's nice to get out and get away and just us, just the family, and clear my mind and clear my head and get out amongst the trees and the wildlife. And this property has been that for us. And we've made some pretty neat memories. You know, my kids have gotten muddy. They've swam in the pond. They've explored. They've gotten lost. They've climbed every tree. We've played paintball and shot every inch of each other. We've cleared brush. We've seen every kind of wildlife imaginable for this part of the state. But most of all, we've bonded and made some good memories. And this property is ready for the next family that's going to enjoy some memories themselves. This deal may not be right for you because of the property, the location, the price, or the size. But if it might be a good fit, call our broker at the number below.